welcome in, everybody. Yes, it is giveaway time. No, it's not giveaway time. It's giveaway time all night, but it's not giveaway time yet. How did you like that pre-show? Listen, welcome. I am so ecstatic that you are here. I'm so excited. Whether you're joining me live or you're watching the replay later, thank you for taking the time to be here. I so appreciate you. I so appreciate it. Before we begin, I'd love to know who's here with us. So if you could say hello in the chat, tell me where you're joining from. If you have a creative business, what's the name of your creative business? A handmade business? What's the name? What do you do? A coaching business or a spiritual business? I'd love to hear all about that. So, oh my God. Loon Witch, Sha. Oh my goodness, you are like my star feature for today. I just want to let you know. And you have been such an amazing support system. I so appreciate you. For those of you that don't follow Loon Witch, you're going to be learning all about her a little bit later on today. And she is an amazing human. She is the Loon Witch. She is also runs Coach You Confident, and she is my confidence coach. Yes, even I need a confidence coach, even though some people think I'm a little cocky. So please leave in the chat, even if you're watching the replay or if you're just joining me here, just leave in the chat like where you're from, what you do for business, what's all about. I want to know all about you. I want to get to know you. So it's me. Sha says I have a spiritual coaching psychic business, LOLO, watching from Mass, but heading home to Rhode Island. Oh my goodness, awesome. Well, you keep an eye on the road, my friend. You keep an eye on the road. I know we do have some other people viewing. You don't have to chat. It's not a requirement. So just welcome in. And many of you have followed my journey for years. So, and I know Loon Witch, Sha, you are one of them. Some of you have worked with me on websites. Some have attended our summits, our Iron Goddess Summit. Some have purchased templates from me. And some of you are brand new. Wherever you're joining me from and whatever your purpose for being is here, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. I am stoked. I'm stoked. I am stoked. I'm so stoked I can't find my words. I'm in the parking lot. Can I share this out? Yes, please share. In fact, if you have anyone that you think would really enjoy learning about Larimar Bloom and what it's all about, please share me out. I am so appreciative of that. Thank you so much. Okay, tonight isn't a webinar. It isn't a sales presentation. It's a celebration. Like, guys, we're celebrating. I am celebrating. I've been saying, I don't even know how many times I've been saying, this is my year, this is my year, this is my year. Well, this is my year. I've just been, head down and tick, 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 and making it happen. And this has been just years in the process. So it's a celebration. We're going to have fun tonight. Over the next little while, I'm going to show you what Larimar Bloom is, why I created it. We'll give away some fun prizes and feature a live Bloom review. And you're saying, what is a Bloom review? Well, you will find out. I'm going to answer your questions. And most importantly, we're going to celebrate this new beginning together. So when I am famous, I won't forget all the little people. I'll have, I'll have like the movie stars. I'll have like that cue card holder guy out in front of me. So a couple of quick things before we get started. So let me just get to that. If you've already created your free Larimar Bloom account, you're eligible for tonight's giveaways. If you haven't yet, there's still time. The sign-up link is in the video description, so it's in the description here on YouTube, or you can just simply visit LarimarBloom.com and click the sign-up button. Let me see if I can share it in the chat, just in case. Bloom.com, yes. So, and there is the post. There's the post. There is the link to share it. And finally, grab your favorite drink, get comfortable, and let's celebrate. take this off. All right. I want to talk with you a little bit about the story of how Larimar Bloom came to be. It is, I know the story by heart. However, if any of you that know me personally know that I can take a story and make it a big winding long story. And I know time is of the essence. And if you ever got a few hours and you want to sit down and talk with me about it, I'm happy to fill in all the blanks and tell you all about it. But I'm going to give you the Reader's Digest version. So, okay. Before I show you that, I do want to share this. And I have it written down, and I want to share why it exists. So I'm going to be reading my script. Please bear with me. This isn't just another website platform for me. It's deeply personal. Back in 2006, I had built my spiritual business to over 6 figures a year. Literally, my take home was $130,000 was my take home. On the outside, everything looked successful. But behind the scenes, I had unknowingly built that success around someone else. I built that success around the person that I was in a personal relationship with. When that relationship ended, the business ended too. And everything disappeared overnight. So looking back, I realized something that completely changed the direction of my life. And I didn't see it until quite recently. My script. Always have a script. Always have a script. Somewhere along the way, I had made myself smaller in order to become successful, right? I promised myself I would never do that again. Instead of giving up, I started over, and I invested every ounce of energy that I had. And I don't want to say I invested everything I had financially, because I didn't have anything financially. It was gone. It was all gone. It went to that other person. But I invested every ounce of my energy into learning how to build my own websites, how to create my own digital products, and how to learn digital marketing and build a business that I truly owned, that belonged to me. Not overnight. It was one step at a time. It was on a strict budget. I had my teenage daughter living with me. And that's the journey that eventually became Michelle Melio Collective, which was formerly known as Michelle Melio Online. This is the coaching and the education behind everything I do today. So, and ultimately, Larimar Bloom. Then something interesting happened with this. Around 2011, I started noticing the same pattern with the women that I was working with. Amazing creators, incredible coaches, beautiful healers, talented artists, and spiritual practitioners. And they were making themselves smaller too. They were spending far too much money trying to build an online business, piecing together system after system, feeling overwhelmed, feeling defeated, wondering if they were simply not techie enough. And my heart just couldn't accept that, especially, with what I had been through, right? So my mission shifted at that moment. In 2011, my mission shifted. It stopped being about building websites. It became about empowering women, helping them realize that they don't have to make themselves small to become successful, that they can build something beautiful, something sustainable. And that doesn't have to be so complicated, right? Over the years, something unexpected happened. I hadn't just been building websites like I thought. I've been creating an entire experience, a complete digital ecosystem. One designed to help female creatives and spiritual entrepreneurs not just survive, but truly thrive, even during the most challenging economic times. And I've seen this firsthand with my clients, guys. It's real. It's true. And this is what Larimar Bloom is. To me, Larimar Bloom represents, can you guess? Larimar represents balance, and Bloom represents growth. So together they remind us that we don't have to choose one or the other, right? We can build businesses that grow while creating more balance in our lives. And my hope that when you leave here tonight, what is my hope when you leave here tonight? That you remember one thing. That you remember that you do not have to give your power away to build a successful business. You do not have to keep funding someone else's dream while putting your own on hold. And you can create something that belongs to you. Hi, Jessie. Welcome. Something that reflects who you are. Something that grows with you. And you don't have to do it alone. So for years, I recommended affordable tools to my clients. They worked. They definitely worked, without a doubt. The review that you're going to see later on is going to show you that they worked. But we still had to duct tape everything together. Different logins, different companies, different subscriptions, different systems. It was exhausting. I mean, it really was. It was less expensive, but exhausting nonetheless. And that's why I built Larimar Bloom. One login, one place, one connected online home, a place where your business can grow with you instead of working against you, where technology supports your creativity, where technology meets your spirituality, where technology meets you and your personality instead of getting in the way of it. And that's exactly what I'd love to show you next. So, let me look at my tips. What am I doing? Oh, you know what though? Before we continue, let's do a giveaway. I'd like to give away our first gift of the evening. So one of the things I believe deeply is that no one should have to build their business alone. So our first giveaway is 4 digital mastery coaching sessions with me inside the Michelle Melio Collective. So that's a month's worth, unless you got to break it up. I do recommend doing like week after week after week. This is a coaching package that you can use towards strategy, guidance, or services, depending on where you are in your business journey. So let me draw a winner. Let me, first of all, okay, let me go. The music just kind of helps occupy you while I'm doing other things. So this is my wheel. Before we go any further, I do want to have a look and see. Let me just close the wheel for a second because I want to have a look and see if we've had any other signups, because I don't want anybody missing out on the opportunity, right? So, okay, so we still have the same count that we had before, and that is perfectly fine because this is not a race. This is not a competition. This is not a contest. This is a celebration. Yes, preach it, girl, preach it. All right, so without further ado, let me spin for that coaching package. Now, you don't have to be present to win, but you do have to have an account set up with Larimar Bloom. I'm running more giveaways tonight, so if you haven't set up, go to LarimarBloom.com and click sign up, and you will be entered. I'll look for your name before I spin, but without further ado, spin that wheel. Who wins? Oh my goodness, blast from the past. Amy Pisanelli. Amy, congratulations. Let's all give her a round of applause. Let's give, that is a really wonderful, she's like really getting back on track in her life. She just recently moved her website over from Square Up and Weebly over into Larimar Bloom. And she's just been really working on herself right now. So, yay! Let's a big round of applause. Woo, woo! Awesome. 1 month of coaching. I got to write that down So I have my little, not only do I have a cheat sheet, but I also have a list where I can write down who won what, so I don't miss out on your prize, on your surprise, on your surprise. Amy Picinelli. Congratulations, girl. That is amazing. Just amazing. Okay. All right, so let me get back here. Whose site should I go into? I'll go into mine. Let's have some fun with this. Okay. All right. Oh, I should have got the cheering thing, right? Cheering. Okay. So exactly what is Larimar Bloom? I mean, why am I not on that? Okay. All right. Good. I'm on the same thing that I was before. Larimar is the simplest way I can describe this, is an all-in-one home for your online business. And if anybody that's worked with me can think of something better, I think that's the best way to describe it. It's just like an all-in-one online home for your, all-in-one home for your online business. Ugh, there I said it. It's a place where your business can grow together instead of being scattered across multiple platforms. Yes. And rather than logging into one company for your website, another for your email marketing, tell me if this sounds familiar, another for scheduling, another for your community, another for your products, Larimar Broom, maybe I should have made it Larimar Broom. I could be flying on a broom. Larimar Bloom brings those important pieces together all under one roof, right? Sound familiar to you guys out there listening in? And that tech overwhelm can just get crazy. You know what I mean? It really can. It can just get to be too much. So, whether you're just starting your journey or growing an established business, Larimar Bloom gives you room to grow at your own pace. It really does. So, inside Larimar Bloom, you can do all of these cool things. Inside Larimar Bloom, you can go here and you can grow your website. There's a nice website builder in here that you can use. You can edit the pages any way that you want them. You can communicate with your clients through newsletters and email campaigns. You can even check the stats. I haven't sent any because this is my test account. Maybe I should send some out. You can sell physical products. You can sell digital products with our creator stores. So I'll just show you this one here real quick. Edit them any way that you want them to look. You can sell courses. I don't have any set up here. There's an amazing student area, which you'll get to see a little bit later on. You can create private communities right here. And I do have one to show you. Pretty cool, right? You can schedule appointments through our calendar, whether they're paid appointments or whether they're free. You can set up a scheduling calendar and a checkout page for them. Right here. Pretty dang cool. That's building sales funnels and landing pages, by the way. And you can connect everything together once again, so your business works as one complete experience. Like, look at that. No more trying to remember your password. Like, I have sites that I signed up for, programs and platforms. I don't even remember my password. when I'm working with clients. Sometimes they're like, and listen, and they're like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. I can't find the file. And I can feel their frustration. I don't know where that password is. I can't find that password. Oh, and I'm just sitting there calmly listening, going, been there, girlfriend. I've been there. I bought the t-shirt. I rode the ride, and your life's about to change. So you take your time finding that password. I guarantee you it's going to happen a lot less. But here's the important part. Larimar Bloom isn't about having more tools, right? It's really not. It's about needing fewer, right? Am I right? Every time we eliminate another subscription, another login, another monthly payment, another piece of technology that we have to learn and figure out, we create a little more digital balance, right? And that's what this platform was designed to do. So I often describe Larimar Bloom as creating an online home or an ecosystem. Just like your home has different rooms that all work together, your online business should work that same way. You know, if you think about it like a physical business, when they come in the door, there's all these different rooms that they can go in. They don't have to go across the street or get on a bus and forget their ticket and have to look up the password. So just like your home has different rooms that all work together, your online business should work the same way. Everything has its place. Everything is easy to find. I'm sure anybody that has worked with Larimar Bloom can attest to that. Everything works together beautifully. And the best part, you don't have to build everything today. So if you're brand new, you simply begin where you are. And some creators will choose to explore the free plan and create on their own. Let me just show you some of the things. We're going to go all the way bottom here. Some people, so we have different plans, and the free plan, some people will just choose to use that and stay on that and create on their own and take their own time. Some of you may choose templates, right? And so some of you may choose a simple mini site, right, which we're going to be giving away tonight. And some of you might choose an entire ecosystem. And some of you just might want to use a client attraction funnel. Just try out a funnel, you know, where you share that lead link and it brings people in. So, and some others are still looking for a fully customized signature business build. So this isn't like a cookie cutter one size fits all. This is something that is custom tailored to like where you specifically are on your journey. So I'd love to introduce you to someone who's already experienced what happens when your business begins working together instead of against you. Can you guess who it is? Can you guess who it is? Can you guess? Can you guess? It's Shaw. We've talked about why I created Larimar Bloom, right? We've talked about what it is. But I'd much rather let one of my clients tell you what the experience has actually been like. This is Shaw. Shaw! She's the founder of Coach You Confident and Loon Witch. Like so many entrepreneurs, her business had grown over time by adding different tools for different needs. Most of which I had recommended to her. One platform for scheduling, another for email marketing, another for community, another for payments. Sound familiar? When she decided to bring everything together inside Larimar Bloom, something amazing happened. Not only did she simplify her business, but she also reduced her monthly software costs by, are you ready for this? $158.50 every single month. Like, can I get a like a woot woot in the chat over that? Like, can I get a woot woot? I'm giving a woot woot. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's a vacation, right? We plan a vacation and we are good to go. I don't know why this stuff isn't. There we go. So, Yeah. 158.50 every single month. She was able to consolidate her website hosting platform, her You Can Book Me account, her Square Up account, her Teachable account, her Active Campaign account, and her Mighty Networks account with one connected online home, one login. That was the last time she had to look up, it's me. Yes, it is, love. And I'll tell you, that was the very last time, and we probably should have had like a funeral for all those passwords before closing those accounts, because that was the last time that you would have to remember the password for all of those accounts. So I'd love for you to hear her story in her own words. So bear with me. Just bear with me, darlings. Oh, where'd it go? Wait a minute. Ruh-roh, George. Give me a second, guys. Oh, here it is. Oh my gosh. No. Oh yeah, it's here. Hopefully this works.
When we first started working together, the biggest problem slash challenge that I had was creating my web presence. Like I needed to have an online presence, and I had tried creating my own website through Yahoo. Now, mind you, this was way back in the day, so give me some grace, people. But I tried doing it on Yahoo, and it didn't matter. No matter what screen I looked at my website on, it looked like garbage. It was never aligned properly. I couldn't get things to look the way I wanted to, and it looked like I just drew it on a piece of paper and slapped a picture up on the internet. It was especially challenging to me because I did not feel confident in my ability to create a website, even though I was following the super simple tutorial that Yahoo had. It was just, computers were a completely new thing to me, and I could check my email. And I think I had a MySpace account. And I didn't even make that really well. So it was just tough because it was intimidating to try and work with all the different technology, and I really felt frustrated, and I felt like it was hindering my business because people wanted to reach out to me, but they couldn't find me online, and then when they did find me, my website was an embarrassment. There didn't seem to be any light at the end of the tunnel. And then you said to me, I can build a website for you. I can help you understand how to create pages on your website, how to put content on your website, how to understand how to keep your website updated, and I can make it super simple. And I thought, oh my God, really? And I was super excited, and actually came down to where you were and spent, I can't remember, it was like 2 or 3 days, I think, working one-on-one with you. And of course, this was a long time ago, too. The internet, I don't think, was as savvy as it is now, or people weren't as savvy as they are now. But I remember spending like long days, because I was staying with my mother-in-law, who lived a few towns over from you, and we worked together. Like it was really powerful. Working with you impacted my life in such a profound way that I suddenly felt competent. I won't say confident, because that didn't come until later, but I felt competent. I felt like if I had a problem, I could call you, send you a text message, send you an email, and I would get an answer in a reasonable amount of time. And I felt like you gave me a test page to play around with. And I went back to that test page. I can't even tell you how many times I went back to that test page and screwed things up. Used it for exactly what it was meant to do. Screwed things up. Sent emails and was like, oh my God, I don't know what I just did. And you were so calm and patient with me and really kind about, like, it's not a problem. You didn't screw anything up. That's a test page. That's why we have test pages. And it was great. So we had been working together. It really wasn't that long. Once my website rolled out, I'm going to say it was within that first 30 days after I relaunched my website. You had encouraged me to let people know that my new website was up and running. I had sent out an email to my client list, and it was within the first month, all of a sudden, because you had given me so many tools to help people book online, and shortly after that website rolled out, I had an opportunity to go on an internet radio show, and that's how I really started going global with my business. It was just incredible that I went from having clients in, I don't know, 3 or 4 countries to, fast forward to today, I have clients in 19 countries around the world, and they can book through my website because I still use that same tool today that you showed me all those years ago, and it creates a container for them to book the kind of reading they want, the length of session they want. They can pay immediately, and it converts it to their time zone, so nobody has to worry about anything. And that really started happening within the first 30 days of that website being rolled out. So, yeah. What do I attribute the shift to? It was definitely the tools that you gave me. Like having a rebranded website that was a little bit more polished, having tools that made my client journey easy for them. That really made the shift, because then when I had the opportunity to be on a global scale, everything was already ready for them. And it was a no-brainer, and people were booking left and right. I mean, I have to tell you, I'm trying to remember what month it was. Like I went on the radio show in October, and we had rolled out the website. We had rolled out the website. I want to say it was maybe September, because it was really hot. So it might have been September of that year. And then because it was the Halloween show, I got on that show, and my months that are usually slow, which is like November and December into January, people are doing holiday things and they're not getting readings. They're doing all these holiday things, and all of a sudden I was booked with literally back-to-back readings. And the client journey was so simple. That was what I really attribute the shift to, was that you gave me the right tools to make my client journey so easy that people just, they couldn't help themselves. They had to book. It's amazing now. Like anybody that's watching me now online can see the complete difference. I get friends that tell me a lot, and clients, oh my God, clients have been coming out of the woodwork to say how they see me and how much more elevated I am and how much more confident I am now, and my web presence is huge. Like, I don't want to blow smoke up my own skirt, but when you Google me, there's like 6 pages of stuff about me before you get into anything that's remotely not even connected to me. And I attribute that really all to the work that you helped me to do, the work that you put into creating that website, and then everything that you taught me that I carried forward, in my own journey, because you've just made everything so much easier for me to feel confident. And so when I rebranded my website again, I kept all of those, I'm going to say sacred tools. You made me feel that I could learn, that I was teachable, that I was coachable, and that I would be able to do things on my own so that I could feel confident knowing the content on my website is coming from me, and if I don't have the time to do it, I know I have the backup there, that there's a support staff that's going to help me to make sure that it's up and running the way it should be, And yeah, my life is just amazing now. And a lot of it, like my business has taken off since we worked together on all that stuff, and we continue to do projects together. That just every time I do something with you, it just elevates my business to the next level. Like I can't sing your praises enough.
All right, I had to turn that down because I think it might have been giving you guys an echo. Can y'all hear me okay? Oh, isn't that incredible? How amazing. Let me just make sure. Just double transition. What I love most about Shah's story isn't actually the money that she saved. I mean, it is cool. That's a lot of money. Because saving over $150 every month certainly adds up. What I love is the simplicity that it's created in her life. The empowerment that she experienced, and less stress about the tech. That, like, makes my heart so, like, yay. I know. Jessie says, yep. More time for saving and her own time. More time for serving her clients. And growing her business that she loves. And she really, truly is exceptional at what she does. And that's exactly what I hoped Larimar Bloom would make possible. And it has. And it's why I'm so excited to finally share it with all of you today. Anybody that will listen. I'm screaming it from the lamppost. It's alive. It's alive. I'm like the Frankenstein lady. It's alive. It's alive. So now let me show you how simple it really is. Y'all want to see that? Okay. Let's have a little fun first, though. All right? Let's do this. Let's do another giveaway. But let's have fun with that. I'm giving someone their new online home. So this giveaway is going to be a mini site template. Okay? And I think the only one that I have done is the crafter template right now. But that's okay. That's quite all right. It's quite all right. All right, let me get this going. So I want my wheel. I want... Oh, this is great. I added another person to the wheel while Shah was talking. So welcome, Sammy L. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Samantha L. To the list. So the wheel is growing. Let me have another. Let me just make that wheel. Well, anyways, let's spin it. Ready? Who will it be? Who will it be? Can you hear the cheering? That's exciting. Crafting with Mrs. P. Congratulations. Oh my gosh. A better person couldn't have even won that. What an amazing woman. This woman has battled, like she has oxygen. She's battled so many health situations and made it through. I'm like psyched for her. Congratulations. Let's all give a big old woo woo. And we'll do some woohoos. We'll do some little... I love these little streamers. They make me so happy. They make me smile. They make me smile. Okay, so I'm actually... Okay, mini site template. We've already loaded a template for her. But maybe I can do some other things to it. Crafting with Mrs. P. Jessie, since we have you here, do you mind if I do a little... add a template so we can show how easy it is for everybody? Would you like to watch me install it? She says, sure, why not? No, I'm not sure what it says, but I'm looking. I think I'm still working on this one, but I may have, I thought I had a coach's site. Okay, what we'll do though is we will set up, so not your colors, girl, I'll tell you, but I'm gonna go with, you know, let's go, because you have physical products, right? Just give me a second. I'm going to actually add it here. I hope you're giving me permission to do it because I'm going to do it anyway, so. I'm just saying. She says, yes! Yay! All right, so, what I'm going to show you, because Mrs. P already has one, so I'm going to ask her if she wants to add, like, a, you know, something out, like a different template for a storefront and stuff, which is a little bit more complex, but she might be real excited about that. So this is exactly what happens when someone purchases one of my mini sites, all right? So give me just 1 second to get over to where I am. I am, la, 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 la. Okay. All right. Let me share my screen so y'all can see what I'm doing. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Okay. Can y'all see that okay? All right. Here I am in Jessie. I'm in Jessie's page. And you have a landing page, which is a referral link that's part of the corporate site. Okay. All right. All right. Let's play around here. Let's do some. Okay. So this is exactly what happens when you... oh, I can't show you. Yeah, I can actually. Okay. So this is exactly what happens when you... when someone purchases a mini site. Okay. So what you do is, first of all, you'll get a link, okay? I'm just copying that link right now, so I don't think you can actually see that page. No, you can't. So I've copied, so I have the link, and this is called a share link, and it will say, blah, 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 thank you so much for purchasing this template. Welcome to Larimar Bloom. Please click this link, right? So inside your email, there's a link, and you click the link, okay? So let's pretend that I'm in my email, all right? And I'm going to pretend that we're going to, that we just clicked the link, okay? So here we are, just clicking the link. That's what happens. Does anybody have any questions? Are your minds blown? Mine was. Is anybody confused about what just happened? So it is really that easy, guys. So what happens when you click that link is it brings you back to your dashboard in Larimar Bloom, and it loads the template into your site. So no more, I can't configure it, I can't get it to work. I mean, that's it. It is there. It has been loaded. So congratulations on your template, Jessie. When you pick yourself up off of the floor, let's personalize it together, right? Okay, I want the whole chat involved here. Get my script. We're not going to do too much in here because I may give you a different template. Or we may just work with this one. Who knows? Let's go in and let's change the colors, right? Let's show you what it looks like. We got like some crafting going on. We got logo. We got some nice cream colors. All right, what do you think of that? Not bad looking, right? Little houses behind me. Thank you. Yes, please. I mean, for real. Like, I was like, and sometimes we make things too complicated, right? You know? So, so what do you think? What do you think you want to change here? You want to, I mean, obviously we don't have your logo. We'll leave your logo there. You want to change the font maybe? Or the background color? All the templates have these little red spots here that kind of tell you some tips. We got to add coaching. Maybe your community should be coaching, and your coaching can be a community. I'm so excited to talk to you about that stuff. All right, let's pop some colors in there, guys. Anybody got any suggestions? I'm going to go to the pages, and let's get on that home page. Let's change the font. So actually, I'm going to leave it because I want to do the blog settings. I'm going to change the name to, did I spell plexus right? Is it IS? Oh, I could just read your name. No, it came up Braga. Oh, that's okay. I'll make that your home page. And voila. So let's look at the home page now. Let's do your settings. Okay. We're going to change this for SEO to Jesse sells great stuff. We can add whatever. You can add your SEO description here, your keywords, a social media image. You can hide a page from search engines. We have a background color here that we can change. Let me see. Let's change your font here. And all your font settings are actually going to be right in here in your blog layout. What kind of fonts you like? This will be for your text. We can do like a nice Lato. Poppins is a popular one. Oh, you lost your chat. Oh, it's US. Okay, thank you. Meanwhile, I'm spelling it all wrong. Your color of your links you can change. You can change your text color. The heading, right? Let's get a cool heading. Let's get something that says, it's time for you to get it together. What about righteous? No, that looks, you think righteous would look like righteous? You know, like a beam coming down from the heavens. And instead it looks like, I don't know, it looks like you're on Sesame Street. I'm not going to go with that one. All of these fonts to choose from. Josephine's a really pretty one. Let's do Josephine. You can change the colors of them. So when you do it in here, it actually does it across the boards, no matter what page you're on. But let's play around with the pages. What do we want to say? What do we want to say, guys? Don't just take supplements. Change the way you I don't know. I'm just making shit up. Not righteous. Hope, health, and happiness. I love that. That's good. See? This is where I get tired. Like, not tired. This is where I get, like, super quiet. I do like that font for you, though. But I'm wondering if we should do it in caps. No. It's like you gotta, And so if we're talking about, like, a healing color, right? I think, and then here, like, welcome. Welcome to the last day of feeling crappy. Right? And then here's a little bit of this, like, I'm a coach. I'm a personal oh my god. I'm a personal hope, health, and anyways. And if you work with AI, you can do all kinds of things here, right? Let's change a picture. Let's try to find a health. I'm sure I have some health ones here. I'll give you my bloom. Such a nice bloom one. It looks healthy, right? So about plexus, or about you. Shop now. That will go to your special link, and I don't know, health. Oh my god. Health. Let's see, healthy vibes or something. And this will be all like your little blog posts, and you can put in like your walking, you can put in all that stuff. So that just gives you an idea of how it can look. You can make this smaller, you can make this bigger. A lot of fun, right? Okay, what are you saying? Wait a minute, I just missed a bunch of stuff. Sorry. Not hope. Nope. Dealer. What? Oh, a plexus dealer? You're not a dealer. Are you a hope dealer? Oh my god, this is just too funny. Oh, not righteous. Hope, nope, dealer. Okay. You get the idea of what we can do here, right? Isn't it exciting? And look how easy that was. Like, I get into it and I'll usually, talk with the client. We'll have some content and some copy and some images and an idea of what that person wants, but voila, like voila, you know what I mean? So, and I'm sure you're watching this thinking like, wait, that's it? And it's like, yeah, that's it. Every mini site also includes step-by-step video tutorials, right? So I will, and you get like a weekly series that takes you through each day. You save the links to the videos. You can get to them anytime. You get access to the creator resources, which is where all the videos are stored. So if you're like, hey, I think I might want to do this, and they'll do that, and you can watch the video for it. So you never have to remember all of this, but it does come pretty intuitive and pretty naturally. So I absolutely love helping people see their business through fresh eyes. I really do. I'm so glad you love it. So sometimes that we're so close to our own business that we don't notice the little things that can make a big difference for our visitors. I actually created, and this is like through my confidence coach, my confidence mentor, my confidence coach. I don't even know what Shah's my confidence coach. We came up with it. Just give me a second to find it. Where is it? Oh, here it is, right on top. Okay. So, that's why I created the Bloom review, right? Let me go here. Why is that one? That's so weird. So weird. So weird. So that's why we created the Bloom review, okay? And the Bloom review is a 3-pager, and it isn't about criticizing your website at all. It's about celebrating what's already working, identifying opportunities to create more digital balance, and helping your business to bloom. And that's what the Bloom review does. So at the, and it's a 2-pager, sorry. But by the time I'm done, it'll probably be a 3-pager. So, I'd love to do a live Bloom. I'd love to do one live Bloom review tonight. I'm not sure. I know there's a bunch of viewers. I am seeing a lot of people viewing. If you would like me to do a Bloom review on your site, please simply type the name of your site in the chat or type Bloom, and we'll communicate and find you. I'll choose one person, and we'll spend a few minutes walking through your website together, okay? So let's just wait and see if anybody would like that. Do 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 do. Okay, while we're waiting to see if anybody would like to volunteer, I'd love to show you what a Bloom review looks like using one of my clients' websites. So I'm kind of cheating here because it's a website that I've already, it's a website that I've already, yeah, you know what I mean. Let's get it up. Let's get it on. Singing calms my nerves. Okay. All right. Okay. So y'all can still hear me okay? This is Whimsy and Wonder. This is whimsyandwonder.net. This is a monstrositus. This is that same layout as the mini. However, there's other things that attach onto this. And so this is called the ecosystem template. So this template is where you would build an ecosystem if you were looking to do a lot of things. And this site definitely needs it. So what I do with the Bloom review, the first thing I do is I put down the business name, which would be Whimsy and Wonder Crafting Group, the website, which is whimsyandwonder.net, and then the date of the review, which is the 8th of July, 2026. The first thing I do is I just kind of look at, right on the first page, I'm looking, and I'm like, what's already blooming? Like, what's already good on this site? First of all, the first thing that I would mention is, and I didn't have to do with the design selection, that was brought up by somebody else, but I love what's working is that this is a really nice, clean site, right? And it's got like pops of color throughout, so it feels invigorating, it feels exciting, it feels welcoming, okay? Some other things that are working here is that I know that they're a creative community for makers who love to learn and create, right? Because there it is right under their name. And it's Whimsy and Wonder Crafting Group, so I know it's a crafting group and it's a community. So I love that. That's very clear when you first land on the page and you know exactly what it is. And then I love that I can see even, just first glance in their navigation that this will tell me all about it. They sell tutorials, great, and they do events, and I can contact them if I have any questions. Up here I see there's a membership, so that's pretty cool. And then there's different ways as I scroll down and go through. Here's where I sign up. So that's working good. That's my first impression, was just that, that brightness, that message is clear. That is, that's like working out really well for them. So yeah, everything's looking good. I love the brightness. That first 10 seconds, that message is clear. Can I easily find, I look at the client journey, first of all. I do want to talk about this one here, because even though this is my site, this is something that I would talk about that stands out. Can I easily find their about, which is, yep, that's right on their home. So I'm seeing all this here. So I can easily find their about section. It's right here telling about their coaches. Their services. I don't think that they offer any services. So, but I would say I can easily tell their products or tutorials. So if I click on here, I can see, and there's this nice selection of tutorials to choose from. And that's their products. I can see the contact. I can see a call to action because it says join Whimsy and Wonder. And it also says it on their home page. And is it mobile friendly? So this is where I would take my phone. And let's do this together, guys. I know I'm little screen. Let me go back to big screen. And I would take my phone and I would go to go to whimsyandwonder.net. And so, is it mobile friendly, right? So it looks pretty mobile friendly. It looks nice and clean. There's ways to craft with them. I can look down and see the ways to craft with them. That's that same list as before. I can see this little button up here, these 3 pink dots. And if I click them, I can browse all kinds of things here. I can shop tutorials by theme, Christmas, Easter, Halloween, shop by specialty, and I can shop by the coach. And that's all right on my phone, right? So this is very mobile friendly. So woohoo! Of course I designed it, so I'm kind of cheating. Okay, so here's the thing here. So digital balance. Are there places where multiple platforms could be simplified with this company, or with this site? So what I would do here is I would click to join. Okay, it keeps me on the website, nice and easy. That's a good flow. So they're not using any outside payment processors, so that's good. I would also look at if I'm going to purchase a tutorial, how easy that is to purchase it and what they're using for checkout. Okay, so this is great. It brings me another page, tells me all about it. Okay, a little more info, okay, here it is. I can buy the tutorial for $8. Same thing, the checkout page is right on the site. So that is wonderful. Another thing I check is upcoming events, right? Now, where are their events hosted? Are their events hosted here? Are they somewhere else? What happens when I click the link? Do I have to pay for the events? So there's some information here telling me, nope, they're free. So Whimsy and Wonder, the way we have this set up is Whimsy and Wonder does keep everything in-house. So I don't see any places where multiple platforms could be simplified, okay? Membership, the gift. Let's see where this goes. Same thing, stays right on the site. So it looks good. So I would recommend, like, if there's any places where multiple platforms could be simplified, I would recommend possibly adding down below here maybe some Facebook links or some social media links. I don't see any active social media going on here. And so yeah, so that's something. Of course, I designed it, so there isn't really going to be a lot with a digital balance, right? Okay, my top 3 recommendations. All right, so this is where I will give my recommendations. My top 3 recommendations for this site. The first recommendation would be to add some social media links in here to let visitors to the site know that this business, I happen to know they're on Facebook. They also use another program, like a chat that keeps their members updated on what's live. I mean, that could definitely be implemented into the all-in-one system, but Telegram, I think it is. But they could even, put the links in here to Telegram for their clients to know, because when you're working with a big engine like Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn, and you link it to, and you have a link on your website that goes to that, your pages on that, it also talks both ways, right? So that would be my top recommendation. Number 1 would be to add some social media links and let site visitors know that they're on the internet. The second recommendation I would have is right here on the home page. I noticed when you come here, become a member, there's no pricing, right? And I think a lot of people will have like issues with wanting to click a link, right? How many, raise hands if I do it. If I see a link and there's no price, I'm like, oh, that's going to be like wicked expensive, and I'm not pressing the button. So, yeah, so my second recommendation would be to add a price, right? So people can see how much it actually costs to join on that main page. I like this. I love this. I think that maybe even my third suggestion would be a little bit more here, like a little bit more information, right? It's a creative space for makers who want to learn, explore, and create with confidence. Okay, through monthly tutorials, live support, and welcoming community, we help crafters of all levels. So I would add more there. That would be my third recommendation, is to add more there. The next blooming step. So the next blooming step is one simple action that I'd recommend that they complete next. And I think that would be put in the pricing. Let's sit down, brainstorm, rewrite their advertising for that page, and even ask the coaches to have a look at it and see if they can come together with something great. So now I hope that gives you an idea what the Bloom review is about. It's not anything about, like I said, about judging it or anything like that. It's basically how that site feels within the first few seconds of a site visitor coming. Is it immediately clear who they help? And these are things you can ask yourself when you look at your site. Does my site, how does it feel? Like, ask a stranger. Go up to the stranger in the street. Ask a friend, how does it feel, Is it immediately clear who they help? Or who I help? Does the branding feel consistent? You know what I mean? Do the pages match up? Is it consistent? Walk through that website exactly as a first-time visitor would, right? Do that on your site. I walk through it. I'll click all the buttons. If it's my first time there, I'm going to click the buttons I want to know. I want to know how much membership is. I want to know if the buttons link. I want to know where the things bring me for tutorials and what's coming up for workshops. So can I quickly understand what they offer is what I look at. Is the navigation simple? Like so many sites we go to, there's pages, and then there's drop downs, and then and things are confusing and duplicating and overwhelming, and that's not really a client journey. That's like a client stepping into your website, and they're at do you remember those I guess it's like at the malls. You would have like the mall the mall area, the cafeteria area for the mall, the restaurant. I'm not sure what, the courtyard, I think it was. And if you stand in the middle of the courtyard, there's all these huge restaurants around you. Lines here, lines there. You smell all the foods. There's all these different chairs. You're not sure if the chair, you're supposed to sit in a chair near where you bought your food. What if you want to buy something and the other person you're with wants to buy something else? And there's like, there's like 12 to 20 restaurants. And you're like, huh, you know? What if you were walking along a path? You know what I mean? And you were in like a little downtown village, and there was like a pizza shop over here, and a clothing store over there, and some guy playing the guitar over there, and you're on a journey. You know what I mean? And then you're gonna stop and you're gonna graze where you feel comfortable. It's better on our nervous system to have navigation. Sorry, I went on a tangent. I gotta calm down on that stuff. I do that a lot, by the way. Is there a clear next step? Looking for the digital balance. I look for multiple booking systems. I look for too many outside platforms. Like if I clicked any of those links and I was brought to You Can Book Me or Square Up or anything like that, I would recommend that they put it in that platform. Too many duplicate links, missing calls to action, or opportunities that they're missing out on. This is where this is kind of, I just show how an integrated approach can simplify their business. We celebrate what's blooming. We always do. I'll point out things that I absolutely love. And then the next blooming steps, which we just did. So, anyways, thank you so much for allowing us, Jessie, to play around with your website. And special thanks to the Whimsy and Wonder for letting us look over their website with a fine-tooth comb. I'm glad to know, and I'm glad that I found things on that site that really do need to be improved upon. And you can see, like, progress, not perfection. I'm not this like perfect little crazy techie geek guru. I just kind of I can help you learn to go with the flow better about it. So so I hope everybody watching that review found a few ideas that they can apply to their own businesses as well. And that's really what the Bloom Reviews is all about. So could I recommend my friend's site for a Bloom review? Oh my God, yes! Yeah, let's do it! Do it! You think she'd be alright with it? That's my only... She wouldn't be upset, right? I'm live, because I do technically need... Yeah, send it to me. Let's break the rules. What's the site? I am psychic, but I'm not that good. Oh my gosh, thank you guys so much. Let's do a Bloom review. Bloom review. Let's do a Bloom review. While we wait. So we covered quite a bit tonight, right? My story, what Larimar Bloom is, a real client experience, right? Putting that into Jessie's site, and our very first and soon to be our second Bloom review. Now I'd like to answer any questions. If you guys have any questions, please put them in the chat. We'll do that while we're waiting on the site for the Bloom review. Oh, unless you want a private review. Are you wanting a private Bloom review? I could do that too. We don't have to do it publicly. I get so excited. Okay. While you're typing your questions in, I'll answer some that I hear quite often, right? That maybe can help you out. Help get you going with your questions. Do I need to be techie? That's like a big one that we get. Do I need to be techie? Not at all. Not at all. That's exactly why I created the templates, the tutorials, and have the Michelle Melio Collective in the background for the coaching, right? So you're not just like thrown, you're not just thrown out there. Unless you want to be thrown out there. Then we leave them. But my goal is to help you build confidence one step at a time. Okay? So that's one question. Another question I get asked a lot is, can I start for free? Or is it really free? That's another one. Like, is it really free? You know? And absolutely. So Larimar Bloom has a free seed plan. So you can begin exploring and growing before investing in any additional features. Now, when I say additional features, I don't mean like, oh, you can't write to your contacts, or you can't have a funnel. You get all of that. Everything is included in the free plan, except for webinars, right? So actually, evergreen webinars, to be specific. And an evergreen webinar is when you say, come to this class, and then they click the button, and then they choose their date and time that they want to come to the course, and then the course starts and they watch it with other people, but you have it already pre-recorded. That's an evergreen. It means it's always running. And it seems as if you're live during all that. I'm actually live. I spelled it wrong. What? Oh, maybe it didn't share the link. I think you have to share it maybe without the without .com or .net or anything. Just type out what it is. I can share links, but I don't think anybody else can. So you do want me to do it live now. That's fun. I'm happy to. So the additional features, like, actually it's actually additional features, like more of each feature. So with the free, you get one blog, one website. I think you get 3 sales funnels. Well, you can have a look at it, because now that you've signed up, you can have a look at it. Can I move my existing website? Yes, absolutely. Whether you're starting fresh or you're migrating from another platform. We just migrated loonwitch.com over, and it's just getting ready to go live. So there are different options depending on where you are on your journey. So the other thing that I got asked the other day, and this was a really good one, was, do I need a computer, right? Do I need a computer to do this? And I mean, the answer is kind of a yes. When you're working on any type of web development, you definitely want to make sure that you have some computer. It's not really, you're not really going to be able to look at it and design it and set it up from a phone. Once your initial site is set up, however, you would be able to manage it from your phone. You'd be able to manage it from your cell phone. But I just hate to have, I did have a situation, fortunately she's having me do the work for her, but we did just have a recent situation where, where a person purchased a template and was hoping to be able to, okay, thank you. Is it .com or .org? You can just put org or com, com or org. And so we're going to help her set it up, and you can manage it from your phone, but I really do recommend that you have a computer or a laptop before spending your money on tutorials. And it's going to be that way with any site builder, really. Okay. Oh, that's okay. Listen, you got to do what you got to do, girl. Let me see if I can find it. Plainville, Mass. wickedpeaceful.com. Okay, I got it. Okay, we are here. Oh, I've seen this when I've chatted with you. I'm just saying. Okay, let's get to capture. Oh, what did I close it? Yep. I didn't close it. Yeah. Anyways. Should be here now. Here we go. Okay. All right, Wicked Peaceful. Let's have a look. I'm actually going to fill this out, and then I will type it out after. And this is being recorded, too. So, actually, we could just send her the recording. Why don't we do that? Okay. Ready? That damn work. Well, welcome back. And that's okay. It is recorded, so if you need to see any portion of it, or you guys have any questions, please reach out. Please, please, please. Okay. So this is a Bloom review for Wicked Peaceful, and it's wickedpeaceful.com. So I see a picture right on the front of the outside of it, so I can tell that it's a place that's in the mall or in some sort of mall. There's a little doggy looking at me. It says Wicked Peaceful, Mind, Body, and Soul. I do love that. I have to say I do love that little doggy looking out, and where it says, like, you know, mind, body, and soul. I know it's something that's going to be for my spirit. So so first impressions are, you know, are that I know that this is some sort of spiritual shop, right? So the message is clear. I love that picture. I love that little picture of the dog. And then we've got this little phrase here that says, get ready to grow inside and out. Visit Wicked Peaceful to nurture your divine spirit, enhance wellness, take your intuition to the next level. Everyone is genuinely welcome with our wide variety of classes, services. Okay, so my first thing is, I think that this place does not sell products because they're saying that they sell, but I think that, well, I shouldn't assume that. So I'm giving my first impression. My first impression is that this is a place where I can come and get some healing done. I can learn to enhance my intuition. I can take some classes on that. And yeah, that's nice. So I can get some healing services or some spiritual classes. Okay, so they're asking for my feedback on the main page. And then, okay, we do have cookies, so that's good. All right, let me see what else we have. Okay, home. That's home. That's where we were. Who we are. Okay, so I know that there's women here named Jill, Sarah, Bonnie, Erica, Crystal, and Jessie. I love that. So I can get to know the teachers. So my first impression is that, like, I see these people. Let's just look at Jill, because I met her and I know what she looks like. Hi, Jill. Okay, so she talks about what she does. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, they're all on the same page. Okay. Here's Sarah. Here's Bonnie. Okay, so now if I click on who we are, does it go to Sarah? It does. Wonderful. Okay. All right, what we offer. Energy healing, readings, and classes. Okay. So let me go back here. Did I miss the classes? Well, I guess I assumed, like, with intuition I could take classes. Okay. Maybe I missed readings. Okay. Very nice. Special events. Affairs, festivals, and other events. I love it. Okay, and you fill out a form to sign up. Okay. And then a contact. Okay, here's the hours, here's a phone number, here's directions. Okay, all right. Do the replay. Okay, so my first impressions are, you know, I can tell that this is a healing center, and that I just learned that I can do readings. There's like 5 girls, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 6 girls that I can choose from to have services with. What we offer energy healing, readings, and classes. And so these are things that are already blooming. Let me talk about what's already blooming. This is 2 to 3 things that are already blooming. All right, first of all, it's very clear and they can get right in here for to learn about what's offering and what they offer and learn about each person. Okay, very clear. It talks a little bit about what it is, and there's an opportunity to book. Okay, so what happens when we click book now? Okay, we're brought to Square, which is fine. I really until Larimar Bloom, I would teach my clients to use Square. It's the most effective one to use. So I like this. So what's working is that there is a place for people to schedule an appointment. There are prices listed. That front page is adorable with that little doggy looking in. I like that each page tells about like a little bit about energy healing and what kind of healings are available. Let's see if it's the same thing for readings. Yep. And let's see if it's the same thing for classes. Okay. All right. So now, okay. Yep. All right. Good. Love it. Okay. So instead of telling you about classes, it actually brings you right to the classes. Okay. So those are things that are already blooming. Client journey. Can I easily find their about? I think that's good. I think the who we are is meant to be the about. I would say, I don't know if I would actually check it out because I don't really know a lot yet about Wicked Peaceful itself. I know about the people, and I think since I know Jill, I'm assuming that she may talk about owning Wicked Peaceful here. I love how much she has accomplished in her life. Services are very easy to understand. We just went through that, and you can book, so we can easily find those. Not so easy with the about section, but that's okay. No products. The contact form looks pretty good. There is a form to fill out, so that's wonderful, and there's a lot of information on the funny, I used to live on Taunton Street. I was on 51 Taunton Street in Lakeville, Massachusetts. So there's a contact. Is there a call to action? There is technically a call to action on her homepage, but it's more about tell us about your experience. And so I would say we'll get to recommendations. Is it mobile friendly? So this is where I'm just going to switch this over. Switch it over. Oh, hubby's home. Okay, so we're going to go to wickedpeaceful.com. Okay, it loaded pretty quickly. It's that same wonderful picture on the front. See a little doggy in there? Woof, woof. How much is that doggy in the window? He looks like he wants you to come in. It's very inviting. I like that. I would, suggestions we'll talk about, right? So, okay, so there is a little bit like visit Wicked Peaceful to nurture your divine spirit. So that is all here. And everyone is genuinely welcome. So, and then it goes right to that feedback form. It's home, who we are. So there's a little drop down with the whole who we are. So that's pretty good. What about what we offer? Let's go to energy healing and see if we can still schedule something. Yep. So that's showing up here. Let me click through. I see that it brings us to Square Up. I'm not sure if she pays for that. Would have to talk to her about that. Square Up usually charges a little bit of a fee. Very mobile friendly. I like that. Okay. Digital balance. Are there places where multiple platforms could be simplified? I'm saying yes, there are. There are actually a couple of places. One of which is, I want to know about where this special events go. No, not special event. So, yeah. Okay. Classes. Okay, does that stay? I love that. So this stays on the form? Oh, uh-oh. Oh, hold on. Don't go anywhere. I'm a-coming. coming. Just finishing up my show. Hi, baby. Welcome home. It's a party. It's a party. So, yeah, so I'm trying to purchase this one, and I'm not able to. But maybe, oh, June 28th. So, okay, so the past events. All right, let's see if I can get into a July 10th one. Might just be because it. Okay. Continue to cart. Okay, so there's actually a cart through this site. No, it's Square. Okay. All right, so that does go through Square. All right. Okay, that's all right. So, so I think that the main place where this site, or this platform could be simplified if she was to move over to Larimar Bloom. If she was to stay where she is, I'm not sure. Do you know what she's using right now for her site? Anyways, and it's okay. But what I would do is I would like want to ask her, where is your site currently hosted? How much does that site currently cost you to run it? What level are you with Square Up? Are you paying a monthly fee with Square Up, or do you just still go through the process? Where there's embedded checkouts, I would be willing to bet she pays a monthly fee to Square. So where can we save things, and that could incorporate. So I think that Square Up handles your email notifications to your members, and I think they also do SMS texting, or to your clients, and your booking. Right, we can set that up in Larimar Bloom, so that would be all in one. I believe. My guesstimate would be that you could probably, by moving over to Larimar Bloom, you probably save, I would say, depending on what you're paying for your website, maybe $15 to $20 a month. That's my guess. Could be more. And so my recommendation, my top 3 recommendations, my first recommendation would be definitely number 1. I recommend that you get some more information in here. You have plenty of space. You have a lot of real estate here. Use these paragraphs. Use AI. Have a friend help you out. Get that right in here and say, like, look, we're you ready to feel wicked peaceful, or visit wicked peaceful. And I love that. Nurture your divine spirit, enhance wellness, take our intuition to the next level. Okay, so nurture your divine spirit through blank, enhance wellness through blank, take your intuition to the next level through blank. I am looking in there, and it does look like there's products in there. So if there are products, talk about the products. My second recommendation would be to get this feedback form out of here. Put the feedback form on its own page, and send that feedback form immediately after a client comes, or after somebody comes to a show with you. Is this actually a Square Up site? I think it is. I think this is actually a Square site. And my third and final recommendation would be to do something about this special events page. You know what I mean? If there's supposed to be something in here, put it in. If there's not, maybe even move the classes over to the special events. I like that. There's a nice balance between like words and pictures. And when you get that ratio, the site is comfortable for people to visit. You definitely want some kind of call to action on the homepage, where it's like, explore or contact or schedule or so that people can just really book with you right from the get-go. Not the get-go, but the get-go. So one simple action that I would recommend completing next, like one simple action. I think that the big thing is be a little bit clearer on the homepage. That would be my simple action. It's not going to take a lot of time. You can even have AI help. Okay, so it is Square for everything. So that's a Square website. Thank you. I recognize that. So, and Square, you know, I mean, really, Square's a great platform. It can be, she could save a lot of money by moving over to Larimar Bloom, and it's easy to use, and it's a kind of all in one. Like you can actually, with Square, you can place your checkout pages, your booking. You can schedule, you can get events, have them paid for, and you can have a website, and you can have email marketing and content for your clients, right? You can have email marketing for them or email sequence so they can go on a journey. Sequence, moist. But and moving over to Larimar Bloom, you can have all of that, but you can also, once they pay for the course, if it's a pre-recorded one, they can if it's one that they're coming to on a certain date, they get their information and come in from there. If it's one that it's pre-recorded, you can actually sell workshops like that too. Any digital appointments, as you know. So there's quite a few things that we can do. I want to thank you for putting that site up for Bloom Review. I hope it was helpful. Please let me know if she finds it helpful. And yeah, so I mean, I think that's the perfect time to wrap it up. Before we go, let's do a grand prize drawing. This is $1,100 worth of goodies with me. So thank you all so much for spending part of your evening with me. Before we finish, we have one more celebration, the grand prize. Okay, the prize includes a custom website and ecosystem build with me valued at $1,100. Okay, the cool thing about that is, where are we? Okay, sorry. I can't like talk now, and I can't talk and be at the same time. I can't talk, pay attention. Okay, here's our wheel. But I do want to see if anybody else joins. So let me finish that sentence. Let me finish that thought. Okay. So the grand prize is so it's basically 3 months. It's $1,100 value. You get 3 months with me. We check in weekly. We do some done for you, done with you, done whatever you need done. And it's my time. It's your dime, my time, and I help you be more balanced with your with what's going on in your world. $1,100 value. It is pretty much just like it's the magic prize, and that's why it's the grand prize. Okay, so let me just check and see if we had any more sign-ups. I do want to do that real quick. Actually, give me a second, guys, because I think I logged out. No, I didn't. Yeah, I did. We're almost done. We're at the home stretch. We went a little bit over, but I'll tell you what, it was so worth it to do that Bloom review. I'm so excited about the Bloom reviews. They are just so stinking fun. Okay, so no new members since then. So this is our wheel. We are going for the big old grand prize. Is everybody ready? Can I get a drum roll? Faith is the doggy in the window. I love that. She's just like, come visit me. I really think that, like, I would like to see that picture zoomed in. You know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh, I love that. All right, let's spin the wheel, guys. Ready? Who's ready? FOMO Crafting Stacy. Congratulations, woman. Oh my God, that is amazing. She just signed up. She also scheduled a digital mastery session with me for next week. So how exciting is that? Oh my gosh. Let's give a big round of applause. Let's give all these little flashy things. Woo woo, and let's put a woo woo in the chat. Congratulations, my friend. Let me go to the next page. That is amazing. That is an amazing win. FOMO. That is the name of her business, by the way. How awesome is that? That's going to be a fun build. Don't you think? There's so many things you can do with that. Okay. All right, guys. Oh, I'm so happy for you, Stacy. If you're watching this replay, I can't wait to help you on your Larimar Bloom journey. It's like so exciting. Before we say goodbye, listen, I just want to leave you with one final thought. All right, wait a minute. Let me get in close. Let me get in close. Because when you do, I tell you, like my coaching session with Coach Your Confident, if you are looking for a great confidence coach, man, she is your girl. CoachYouConfident.org. And wasn't that great? Congratulations, Stacy! Woo! All right, let's get real here, right? When I first started rebuilding my business years ago, I never imagined that we'd all be here celebrating something like this together. I was in a really low place. I really was. And that was in 2006. Larimar Bloom has never just been about websites. It's about helping people build businesses that feel more peaceful, more balanced, more connected. Businesses that support the life you're trying to create instead of competing with it, man. Don't compete with your systems. That's my hope for every person who joins Larimar Bloom today or in the future. Whether you're here because you're curious, because you're just getting started, because you've been following my journey for decades or years, or because someone invited you tonight. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for believing in this vision. Thank you for celebrating the milestone with me. Oh, I'm gonna cry. And thank you for being a part of the beginning of something that I truly believe will help so many creators bloom. If you haven't created your free Larimar Bloom account yet, you can still do that tonight. You can do it anytime in the future, but now while it's all fresh would be the best time, using the link in the video. If you'd like to continue learning with me, the Michelle Melio Collective, which is currently Michelle Melio Online, will continue offering tutorials, guidance, coaching, and resources as we grow together. This may be launch day, guys, but it's really just the beginning. And I can't wait to see what you create. Have a beautiful evening, everyone. And welcome to Larimar Bloom, baby. Woo, woo. This is where I want to have some music. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you so, so much for being here. One more. Woohoo.